Trump began by focusing on 8 criminal groups, mostly cartels in Mexico, plus Tren de Aragua, a gang started in a Venezuelan prison, and Cartel de los Soles, a criminal network in the Venezuelan military. Trump designated them as either foreign terrorist organizations or specially designated global terrorist groups, labels the U.S. used before.
They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them.
But these labels didn't have anything to do with the military. They just broadened U.S. law enforcement's abilities to prosecute and sanction the cartels and people linked to them.
So whether that is a business which launders money or goes into business with a cartel, to an immigrant who may be forced to pay a ransom fee, it allows to cast that very, very wide net.
But then Trump sent a Navy fleet to the Caribbean and authorized it to strike a boat suspected of running drugs for Tren de Aragua. He then wrote to Congress that the people killed were unlawful combatants in an armed conflict, and that the strikes were in self-defense. In other words, because drugs are killing Americans, and those drugs are trafficked in by cartels, Trump wanted to view the cartels as combatants in a war and use military force against them. Trump wanted to turn the war on drugs into an actual legal war. But can he do that? Under the Constitution, only Congress can declare war, which it didn't. Nor did Congress pass what's called an authorization of military force. If anything, Trump seems to be claiming his power under the Constitution's Article 2, which names him the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. It's how Obama, Trump in his first term, and Biden justified some military operations. It's an already dubious legal argument that Trump is stretching even further, because who the military kills matters too. These strikes targeted members of enemy governments, militaries, and rebel groups. Trump is killing criminals.
There are so many problems with that.
Jeffrey Korn is a law professor and retired military lawyer.
Most fundamentally, it's not their goal to kill Americans.
The U.S. considers Al-Qaeda and ISIS to be enemy combatants because they launched attacks to kill Americans, and because they commanded their members to do it.
Think of Farouk Abdab-Muttalib, the underwear bomber. He boarded a plane in London and tried to blow it up because he was obeying orders from Al-Qaeda leadership.
The question now is whether Tren de Aragua, commanding people to traffic lethal drugs to the U.S., makes them combatants too.
This is not an evolution of that concept. If you're selling drugs, you want your customer to live, not die.
Trump also hasn't released any evidence that these people were working for Tren de Aragua. This strike reportedly killed a fisherman.
We're killing people, and we don't know who they are, but the truth is, unless and until Congress were to contest this claim of war power, the president is going to run with it.
And Congress isn't contesting it. When a measure came up to bar Trump from striking more boats, Republicans blocked it. So even though Congress hasn't authorized Trump's actions, they've also decided not to stop him.